Hello everybody, FM22 here, and welcome back to the next episode in the part-time to big-time save. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all good in whatever you're doing, and I hope you're enjoying the save as much as I am. So here we go. So let's start with the usual housekeeping and what has ultimately been kind of the topsy-turvy world of this save, to be honest. What was the last one? Was it the Rotherham game? I can't remember. Was it the West Brom game? Not entirely sure. But either way, we went on that big winning streak and then drew 1-1 with Rotherham. We then won 2-1 at West Brom. I'm not sure if this was on the save or not, but Smith and Vale with the goals. Vale the 92nd minute winner, which is very pleasing. We then got beat 2-0 off Notts Forest. Very poor performance. It was quite equal actually according to the stats, but Forest ended up ultimately coming out on top. We then got beat 3-1 to Swansea. What was another poor performance. They were much the better side. Vale scored. We took the lead through Vale, but then capitulated in the second half. And then we drew 1-1 with Portsmouth. We had 2 goals disallowed there. 2 absolute shocking decisions. Really terrible decisions. And we had we equalised in the 93rd minute after going behind, and we did have in the 94th minute John Jules, who scored in the 93rd minute, hit the post in the 94th to win it. So very close to winning that one. But here we are with the team we're going to go through today. We're going to go for the Coventry match now, aren't we? And then the Notts Forest match 2 days later. So the Notts Forest match is away. I imagine it's going to be much trickier with fitness issues, etc. But here we are with today's team. Horn in the nets, Fielding, Carter, Romolu. Who wants Carter? Sunderland want Carter. Fielding, Carter, Romolu and Brooking at the back. Smith, Perkins and Kane in midfield, because Cobbin Mainu is struggling for fitness. Twine in the hole behind Vale and John Jules. So I imagine the second side will be much changed. But here we go with today's game. So let's see. Here we go. This one is at home. Well, again, I didn't check where Coventry were in the league beforehand. Oh, it's not the right button. They are 17th, so we'll probably be going into this game as favourites. Hopefully. See if we can capitalise on that. It does look like the first highlight is going Coventry's way as they head just over there. Quite a placid start to this game. Looks like Carter's picked up a slight knock, but should be okay, as has Matt Smith. Should be okay to carry on. I don't see any major issues there. Another highlight of the half, probably going to go Coventry's way again. So they have started the better side. Or is it going to turn into a highlight for us? Horn delivering a long ball straight to Coventry. That's why we don't usually play a long ball football. They've got a long ball and they've beaten the defence, and it's a terrible finish from the forward. So yeah, we have started off sluggish here. 5 shots, none on target. Just very indifferent form as usual. Let's give them a bit of a rocket there. We're not playing particularly too with Twine, Vale and Kane aren't playing good, to be honest. Let's see who might have some changes there. John Jules is playing good. But here's Kane on the ball now, with a terrible ball that's been intercepted. And again, another highlight. Oh, no, we've won it back. Smith this time has got tackled. But it's come back to us. Kane has played through Twine. And there we go. Kind of out of nowhere, really. Second shot on target, and if you don't shoot on target, you don't score, do you? But we've managed to go ahead there. And in the end, I think it was Kane with a through ball after a scrappy passage of play. Kane with a through ball, and Twine took advantage, buried it past the keeper. And there we go, 1-0 up. And they've just whistled a header wide of the post there. They're certainly having some chances, but similar to us, they've only hit the target with one of their 6 shots on one shot on target out of 6 shots. So yeah, it's not a good day for the strikers. And Jack Vale has just took a knock, so we'll bring him off Rodell Richards. We'll bring Richards on there. See if that will provide a little bit of fresh leg. Vale wasn't playing particularly too well. John Jules was outperforming him, so no real issues in taking him off there. Here we're going to try and play out from the back, and it's not been successful. And all we've done is manage to play ourselves into considerable trouble. And another header over. Yeah, the Coventry strikers, dare I say it, haven't brought the shooting boots so far. And we'll probably, hopefully, see the game out with the current number of... Again, the same routine, straight to the opposition. I don't know what that is about. And they've hit the post with an amazing header. But that playing out from the back routine there is not working. And the through again, that's not the greatest. I mean, we're giving ourselves, we're shooting ourselves in the foot here. This is unnecessary pressure. And we've managed to see that one out for what was... I mean, we deserved the 1-0 win, don't get me wrong, but we made it hard on ourselves. So I won't play any time offline before the next game. It's only 2 days away. So I'll just go through the bits in between so you can see kind of the kind of news you get through. So with Edge Coventry, Carter, nothing there. Yeah, nothing major, no injuries. That's always the first thing you check after a game. And the usual crazy winter fixture list in the English leagues. Obviously, the foreign managers come in and don't like it. The English clubs kind of like it because they obviously get large attendances. People getting tickets for Christmas and whatnot. So it's money. It's a money spinning time of the year, and some of these clubs don't have a lot of money. So I can see why they do it. But as a manager, oof, takes its toll. So Kobe Manu, fitness test not required. He remains short of full fitness, however, so he can play some part. Jack Stretton passed the fitness test 45 minutes. Moses Adebayo, who hasn't kicked a ball for his whole season, he's been replaced in the lineup by Fielding, but he's 75 minutes. I'm not sure if any of them are going to play anyway. But let's have a look. Oh, yeah, right, let's make some changes here. So Carter will have to go in for Shipley. Romolu can come off for Latibaudier. Brooking come off for Johnston. I'll leave Fielding in and maybe bring Brooking on at half time. That's probably what we'll do there. Smith can come off for Olayinka. Perkins for Xavier Simmons. And Kane for... do we play Manu? Yes, we do. Twine can come off for McNally. Jack Vale, who went off the last game, he can stay on, and Richards can stay on there. And that's... do we bring Adebayo in for Jake Fielding? I mean, he's a young lad, isn't he? He's only 18. You think he'd be fit enough to... we'll leave him in. He may come back to bite us in the bum, that, but we'll leave him in. And then, yeah, that is the side that we are going to go with, I believe. For good or bad, do I bring in Cox for Vale. Yeah, let's bring in Cox for Vale as well. Completely, more or less completely fresh. So that is the side we're going to go with. Obviously, quite a few changes. I imagine Notts Forest will also have to change quite a lot of people. We'll see immediately when their fitness levels show up on the tablet. Oh. Yeah, they've got one player a little bit struggling, but that looks like a more or less fully changed side for them as well. And it's a penalty. We've got a 4th minute penalty. And who's stepping up this time? It's Rodell Richards. And he's hit the keeper. But he's scored the rebound. We will take that. The keeper's got to save, and he'll have to be questioning his defence why they didn't follow that up. Because he was left, and there's no one followed that up. And Richards took the ball away. So made up for his penalty miss 2 seconds later, and that's a good start against a Forest side who will be one of the favourites to go up. So here we are again, but this is coming straight back. Oh, we jumped in a bit there, and Van Den has scored for Nottingham Forest, a player I have heard of. Vincent Van Den 18-year-old Belgian. I think he was on the game at the start. I thought it might have been a new gen, but it's not. So he's scored for Forest there. That's his 2nd goal of the season. So yes, there we go. It looked borderline offside. They didn't get a good camera angle. Not good camera angles at the Notts Forest. Is it City Ground still, I believe? Camera angles high up in the stands, not giving you good views. But 1-1. They've got 1 shot on target, 1 goal. Our keeper's got a 6.3 rating. So again, he's not the keeper we thought he might be. I mean, is he 18? I think he's 18. Maybe it's a couple of seasons too early for him. Maybe he should be still in reserve football. He's certainly not cut out for Championship football right now, that's for sure. As McNally's been played in, he's not going to get there. I thought he might have got on the end of that one. But can we... Richards is through, and he's took a shot early, and he has buried it. This is his response to getting rested for John Jules, who has come in and grabbed his opportunity with both hands, to be fair. But Rodell Richards, he's just reminding me that maybe it should be him starting. It's a lovely through ball from McNally after a 1-2, and he's buried that. What a finish. Rodell Richards on a hat-trick. Fielding's going to get subbed at half-time here. Sonny Cox, his first start for some time. He's only on at 6.5. He's not really kicking on, isn't Sonny Cox? I've given him plenty of chances, and he doesn't seem to. I don't know if it's a system thing. He doesn't play well in the system. I'm not quite sure what it is. But there's a couple of clubs. His value is, for some reason, it's kind of £6 million roughly. And there's a couple of clubs sniffing around him. I think it's one of them ones where if I get an offer, anything over 5 million, I might put in some sell-on clauses as well. I'll be selling him for that money for sure. I can't, unfortunately. I'm not going to be around long enough to sit on potential players. I need to. I'm in win now mode, so I will be selling him. Richards through to Olayinka, and he's put the ball wide. Yeah, I'm in win now mode. In Football Manager 23, I think the save I will do is I will try and take a non-league side up to the Premier League and stay with the same side. And that's what I will do with that. And in that kind of save, you've got time to sit on players. I've got time to develop a youngster, 16-year-old in, and bring him through reserve football, loan him out, and then at kind of 19, 20, he'll be ready for the first team. I've got time to do that. I haven't in this save. I've got to get up and fast and quick. So we'll bring on Brooking for fielding. And I think Mainu was struggling a little bit as well. So let's bring on Scott Twine there. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, if I can get 5 million for him, let's see what's he's worth allegedly. Oh, 2.8 to 4.7. So if I get anything over kind of 4 million for him, he's apparently wanted by Brentford, Burnley, and Fulham. Then I'll be selling him because that money might be able to just change it in the transfer market for me in that particular window. So that's what we shall be doing there. In the meantime, we've marched merrily on to the 70th minute in a game. We're still 2-1 up. Can we hold on? Yeah, he's on a 6.2 here. He's under my Johnson's on a 6.3 and our keeper's on a 6.3. But there's no shot there. Yeah, there's our keeper's on a 6.3 despite them having 5 shots on target according to the stats. And their keepers, we've had 3 shots on target and their keeper's on something like a 7.5. So just goes to show that stats don't always tell the full side of the story. This from our corner, I hate that. I hate that. When you concede a goal from your corner, it's the most frustrating thing on Football Manager. So annoying. He couldn't miss, could he? Who was that? Was that marking him? Shipley. His first start for a while, but it's criminal. It shouldn't be done. You shouldn't concede a goal from your own corner. Well, let's just bring 6.1 for Cox. I mean, Christ. Let's bring on John Jules for the last 5. Just see if it can maybe just provide a little bit of inspiration. But Cox has been awful. Here we are with the 88th minute. I mean, you know what's coming, don't you? You know what's coming. It's a good tackle is what's coming. That's what's coming. Johnston has played the ball long and Richards on a hat-trick. He's been forced wide. He's played it inside, but John Jules maybe a bit on his heels to just coming on. The highlights is still going and soon Soup Bell has put it wide. Woo. The you know what's coming still applied then. It's 4 minutes of injury time. We will 100%, if it ends this way, take a 2-2 draw here. That is a fantastic result away at Notts Forest, who were, I think, 4th in the league. So that after, 1 day's training in between games, is a fantastic result. Make no mistake about it. Yeah, the 3rd in the league. That win would have taken them into 2nd. So we're only 6 points back in what would be a dream season to reach the playoffs. I don't think it will happen, but there you go. Check there's no injuries there. No, that's fine. So okay, so let's see what the next kind of episode will be. Like I say, I am playing slightly more games offline, maybe, because we want to getting this season progressed in advance of Football Manager 23. So yeah, we'll do obviously the Nottingham Forest game again in the cup this time. See if we can knock them out of the FA Cup 3rd round, and probably the Crystal Palace game in February. It'll be a good test for us. Crystal Palace, whose manager was a little bit. Let's see, his manager was job security was very insecure at one point. He did go on a bit of a winning spree, but looks like since they have gone the other way. The Burnley job is available. We won't be applying for that, just out of principle. QPR, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United possibly. The 12th. I'd rather, unless it's Blackburn or Wolves maybe, I'd rather stay in the Championship with MK Dons. I don't think anything else would be right really. Very insecure. Huddersfield and Preston, that wouldn't really interest me. Fonseca, Crystal Palace, insecure. So that could be one. For the Crystal Palace job, their side will be good. So yeah, they've still got Zaha for one. I imagine he's not lighting the league up, but he's a class player still at 32. So if that came available, that might interest me. We'll see how it goes from there. So there you go. Thank you very much, as always, for the continued support. I really do appreciate it. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. If you click a like on the video, that would be great. And you hit the subscribe button that comes on at the end of the video, you will stay tuned for future notifications. So thank you very, very much. Stay safe, whatever you're doing, and I shall see you shortly. Thank you. Bye.